You're watching Buffalo Bills Breakdown. I am Tom Downey here with a video that you guys might not like that much, at least the topic here, because Chris Sims has gone through and ranked his top 5 busts from the 2021 NFL Draft, and it includes not one, but 2 Bills draft picks. That's pretty unusual, to be quite honest here. Here were his top 5. Of course, we'll spend the majority of the time on the Bills players. J.C. Horn, Panthers draft pick. Jamin Davis of Washington. Gregory Rousseau, Asante Samuel, and Carlos Basham. Sims had both players as top 5 busts from this year's draft, and I would also argue how much the 64 pick can be a bust, but we'll get to that. First, Gregory Rousseau. Now, he said Rousseau's film was not very good, and in the interest of objectivity and honesty here, I'm going to put where I had both these players rated on my big board. I had Rousseau as my number 9 edge, 58th overall, as a round 2/round 3 pick. I did think he was a reach for where I had him graded, but I also understand the appeal. Rousseau, as Sims does say, is very much a type of, toolsy prospect. He's a measurable guy. The production looked great for Rousseau in 2019, the last time we saw him actually play. 54 tackles, 19.5 tackles for loss, 15.5 sacks. At his size, you're going, wait, how did he fall all the way down to the back end of round 1? And the answer is simple. The way that Rousseau won in college is not as translatable as you want it to be. He won a lot over guards, and there were a lot of just efforts, which is good, but he didn't have the ideal burst off the edge. Here's what Sims had to say, and I agree with some of this, to be honest. To me, he's totally a measurables guy. I don't know how you look at the film and see a top 30 pick. You'd see times where he'd wind up with a sack because someone ran right into him. There wasn't a sense that his opponents were worried about him. So I get where Sims is coming from as it relates to Rousseau. Putting Basham, though, also as a top 5 bust, I don't agree with. Now, again, Sims had him in the top 5. The last pick he had as a bust there. Also called him the ultimate boom or bust pick, which I kind of get where he's coming from, but I liked Basham. He was my number 6 edge in the draft class and a top 50 player for me. So for where the Bills got him, I thought it was incredible value. I thought that was a really good pick by Buffalo. I like him a lot. Frankly, I don't think the Bills thought he was going to be there for them in the second round. Here's what Sims had to say. Quote, I'm going to have some people mad at me, huh? Yes, you do. I'm not picking on Buffalo. Actually, I'm not picking on anyone. I want them all to be successful. But I have to say that Basham might be the ultimate boom or bust project in the whole draft. He's strong. He's quick. Then you turn on the film and say, what's going on? You're too big and strong to be blocked by some of the guys who are blocking you. The film doesn't say that he's that great a player, but Buffalo has good coaches. Maybe they'll figure out a way to use him that I can't see. So I clearly Sims and I disagree on Basham. I thought 2019 and for parts of 2020, he did look like a, frankly, potential first-round pick. There is still some development to be had, don't get me wrong there, but 18 tackles for loss, 10 sacks in 2019. I liked a lot of what I saw out of Basham, and in only 6 games last year, he also had 5 sacks and 4.5 tackles for loss. So, of the two, I would much more argue that Rousseau, frankly, is the bigger boom or bust option. But what do you guys think? Who is more likely to bust? You have to pick one. You got to be mean here. I'm going Gregory Rousseau. I'm typing in my GR. If you disagree, type in CB for Carlos Basham.